Welcome back to my channel, the Muzik Mom. That's music with a Z for Zoe, that's me. K for keys, that's you. I teach you how to play the keys if you are age 3 to 93. You ready for this? I'm so glad and honored that you are joining me today. Today is very, very exciting because we are going to actually open up our method book and we are going to dive in to the first exercise in the actual book. We've done a lot of preparation and it's very exciting that we are going to be opening up and actually starting this wonderful book. The reason why I use the Suzuki books, I'm a certified Suzuki teacher with 25 years of teaching experience. These books are able to take children as young as 3 years old and get them to learn how to play classical music starting at an early age by using their ear first, like a language. Anywhere around the world you can follow along on this series. If you're just joining us today for the first time, hopefully you'll subscribe. There's been a lot of preparation to get to where before we're opening up this book and actually jumping in. We've learned our hand positions. All these are linked below. We learned how to get ready at the keys. So music is the universal language. Anywhere you are, please follow along. Why do I use these books? I use them because these are the only method books that have in book two happens quite quickly if you are starting early or if you are starting late. In book 2 has unedited editions of Beethoven, Bach, Mozart. You know, those pretty famous cool guys. Other method books will often simplify them and have simplified arrangements. So when you are using this series with me here, you are actually preparing your child for music school. You are preparing them for a college music audition. My son, just through using the books, my son was offered a full ride to SMU for both music and engineering. They asked him, are you able to play a complete sonata? On his audition, he said, well, in 5th grade, I played a complete sonata because a complete sonata is in Suzuki Book 5. So when you are investing in this music curriculum, or when you are here starting this curriculum with me, you can thank me because I'm already preparing your child for music school. You're welcome. So yes, your time is valuable. Your investment is valuable. I'm hoping that you'll use this free series. This is the first time that this has been offered online in a step-by-step way, where I'm going to actually have actual 3-year-olds that you're going to see me teaching. On the next videos coming up, stay with me, subscribe, because you're actually going to see me live teaching an actual child. In future videos, you're going to see me teaching a child online like you, so that you're going to be able to see both and connect, so that the questions that are going to come up, because trust me, some questions are going to come up because we are diving in to some complex things. And I'm going to simplify them, make them fun for you in a beautiful way. But put the questions that you have below. If you've started doing the other practice videos, I will try to make videos that answer your questions. So, get ready. We're getting ready for college, your college audition right here, right now. You're dedicating 5 to 10 minutes a day of getting your child or you practicing in the method that teaches classical music. I say, if you can play Bach, you can easily play rock, because Bach rocks. Yeah, Bach rocks. So if you can play the hardest music, the classical music, you can play any music you want. So are you ready? This video said Suzuki Piano Lesson Volume 1, Lesson 1. So let's open this book up and break it down and get going. So here you're going to see, I have some markings here because I teach. This is page 8. At home, please order from Miss Jeanette at Young Musicians. Support a small business, linked below for this book. We're also going to give you some free downloads that we have done attached to this also to prepare you for this first exercise. Because as you can see, this is already pretty complicated music. So what I have done is broken this page 8 down. The first rhythm that is taught is this rhythm. So in music, believe it or not, this is called a rhythm. I named my company RBR Music, and you see that logo on my what do you call it, a thumbnail or whatever you YouTubes people. I didn't have the interwebs when I was in college. Whatever it is up there, when you see me, my company name is RBR Music, and RBR stands for Rhythm Before Reading. Because it is proven that if a child learns rhythm before they learn to read faster. So here we are, learning music like a language. A child as young as 3, and the downloadable, you're going to be able to print off this flashcard and be able to practice clapping it with them every single day and learning it in the wonderful technique ways that I give to you to teach it to them. This rhythm is, we're going to say some fun words first. Of course, the music theory is these are 16th notes when you see the 2 lines across. These are 8th notes when you see 1 line across. I talk to children in a natural way, and I teach them that these are 16th notes, and I'll say the word 8th notes to them because I want them to learn just through real vocabulary the actual names of the notes. And the extra line across means the notes are going to go faster, a faster tempo. And here we have 2 dots. The dot there below the note is called staccato. In Italian, staccato means a short sound. So both of those notes we're going to play short. I will even teach the 3-year-old that this dot is called a staccato. Why is that good to teach the 3-year-old the real word? Because they speak thousands of words already. If you're studying with me from anywhere around the world, hello to Puerto Rico, hello Lucia, hello to Mikel in France. I know you are following me, and please put your messages below. Well, here we have complex rhythm. And now I'm going to break it down and simplify it using language. Now, if you're around the world and you don't speak English, I understand. You can come up with a special poem in your own language that you can use instead of the one that I'm going to teach. We're also going to use the letter name, and then we're also going to be able to sing along to develop perfect pitch. Because if a child learns to sing as they play, it helps them also how to develop perfect tone and also develop their ear. All that happening here because you are subscribing and staying with me. So here we have this rhythm. I'm going to say, little bunny hop, hop. Around the world, Suzuki teachers might say, Mississippi hot dog or pepperoni pizza. I'm going to say, little bunny hop, hop. When you see this, notice that every note gets 1 syllable of the word I'm saying. Little bunny hop, hop. I'm saying hop, hop because for the staccato, I want the hand to be a bit shorter and to make a quicker sound for my rhythm that I teach here. So before we play, which I promise we're going to do our first lesson in Suzuki Book 1, I want to have you and your child at home to clap along with me and do this with your child. And we'll also have a play along in the video where I can do the practice with your child. But for now, I want you to just take your hands. You don't need anything extra. Your hands are good. And I want you to tap them on your knees. And I want you to say, little bunny hop, hop. So do that at home. Little bunny hop, hop. How about this? You could do your shoulders. Little bunny, always hop with your hands, hop, hop. Do that exercise, subscribe, and then I will do a special practice video, play along with me to do more exercises with this, our first rhythm, in our wonderful, internationally renowned Suzuki Piano Book 1. Around the world, this is known as the best way to learn music from an early age. And now here we go. You've learned the rhythm, you've learned staccato, you are ready. Now you're going to see, at the very first, you're going to see the treble clef. You followed me, you know that means treble clef, right hand, high five, woo, woo. You already know that because you're smart. You're going to see a number 1. You're looking at music for the first time. You don't need to worry about your 3, 4, or 5-year-old to follow this music right away because they're going to learn it like a language. This is for adult education. If your child is already sight reading books, they're ready to learn the music and follow along in the book. But many of my parents at home are starting with 3-year-olds You do not need to show them the book. You can show them the flashcard, the free downloadable that I have ready for you. Because that is something that they will be able to recognize and read and understand. I have 3-year-olds that as soon as this comes up, they know what to do at the piano. So for a 3-year-old, use this rhythm card, free downloadable. And for reading chapter books at home, they're ready to follow along and sight read the music. So now we know the treble clef, right hand, woo, woo. Number 1 is your thumb. And we're ready for our first exercise. So here it says that we're going to do 2 of these rhythms in a row, and then it has the 2 dots, which means repeat sign. It just means do that again, and then it walks up to finger number 2, and then it does 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to just go ahead and dive in, follow along at home, and then you'll be able to understand how to practice. So the very first exercise at the top, 2 black keys, 1 on C. Now, there's one thing that I didn't really show you. It's how to find this C. In our previous videos, I taught you how to find all the C's. We started here, C, 2 black keys, C, 2 black keys, middle C, but I never taught you how to find this C, where our Suzuki book starts on this page. I call this our twinkle C, because we're going to use, similar to what Mozart did with his twinkle variations, we're going to use the twinkle variations to teach very challenging technique. That's in future videos. Subscribe. Lots of great stuff is coming. This C is our twinkle C. It is the C above middle C. So please follow along with this. We have 2 black keys, 1 on middle C. Fly, number 1, wee. Fly up to find our twinkle C. This is an exercise I do with students all the time. 2 black keys, 1 on C, fly up to twinkle C. Once again, the C right above middle C, and freeze. That's your twinkle C. That's where we're going to be for a long time. Not too long, because you're going to go so fast. You're going to go so fast because you're brilliant. Mini Mozarts, Bach babes. Did I just say Bach babes? Whoa, yeah, that's pretty cool. So here we go. I'm getting ready with my treble clef hand on my twinkle C. You now know how to do this. 2 black keys, 1 on my twinkle C. Now I'm going to play the rhythm. Play with me. Little bunny hop, hop. Little bunny hop, hop. I'm going to leave off the repeats. You can do them at home and do them on the play along video with me. For this, I'm just teaching you. 2 on D, walk up 1 key. Little bunny hop, hop. Little bunny hop, hop. Notice that I'm sweeping with my pads in a forward motion. 3 on E, walk up 1 key. Little bunny hop, hop. Little bunny hop, hop. 4 on F, walk up 1 key. Little bunny hop, hop. Little bunny hop, hop. 5 on G, walk up 1 key. Little bunny hop, hop. That's it. If you were able to do this with a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, you're so far ahead of other parents and students just through this free video series. Now, on the Play Along series, I'm going to break it down even slower and help your hand and your child prepare their hand before each note. Hand preparation, getting ready before we say go is imperative for starting a child early and wherever you really start, because we're allowing our hand to get in good technique position before we continue. So be sure you subscribe and follow along with the Play Along series. I'm going to jump in to go to the second study for the right hand, which is the bottom of page 8. And if you look closely, you're going to see that I wrote the letter names above each of the numbers. And I think this is good for you to do at home. Above the first number, I have a C. Then I have a D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C. Go ahead and write the letter names above your book at home so that you're internalizing the letter names yourself for your own reference, as well as being able to teach them to your very young child, because we want them to be able to see the rhythm, say the rhythm, know the letter name, and then play the rhythm. So all of these are part of the learning process. So now I will move to the second study for the right hand, and I will do it with only a slight pause to educate you as I go. 2 black keys, 1 on C. Say and play the letter with me. C, 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 C. 2 on D, walk up 1 key. Say and play the letter with me. D, 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 D. 3 on E, walk up 1 key. Say and play the letter with me. E, 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 E. 4 on F, walk up 1 key. Say and play the letter with me. F, 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 F. And now we're going to play the second study for the right hand at the bottom of page 8 in your Suzuki Volume Book 1 for piano. And you're going to see 2 black keys, 1 on C. This time I'm going to sing softly the letter name as we play. Do it along with me. 2 black keys, 1 on C. C, 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 C. 2 on D, walk up 1 key. D, 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 D. 3 on E, walk up 1 key. E, 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 E. 4 on F, walk up 1 key. F, 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 F. 5 on G, walk up 1 key. G, 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 G. 4 on F, walk down 1 key. F, 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 F. 3 on E, walk down 1 key. E, 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 E. 2 on D, walk down 1 key. D, 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 D. 1 on C, walk down 1 key. D, 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 C, C, C. You're awesome. You just did something amazing. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of your child wherever you are in this journey. Be proud. Notice in my book I have 4 times written. A good amount for you as the practice partner with your child, if they're 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, is to give them the practice spot of this exercise however old they are. I have 4 written here because this is for my private student who is 4 years old. And I'll always ask the child, how old are you? And they'll hold up 4 fingers and I'll say, okay, can you do 4 of these every day? Can you do 3 of these every day? I actually had a beautiful 2-year-old. The dad is a professor of engineering at UT Austin, and he came up to visit, and he was just curious about stopping by because the classes are selling out. And it was just so wonderful at 2.5 in one of my group classes. We do very accelerated on the one-on-one, so sign up for private lessons if you can. His child was able to do this. And I just think that's fantastic. But really, you're thinking it's a miracle. I make miracles every day with my students. But no longer is it just going to be my students. I'm going to make a miracle with you and your child. So welcome home, subscribe, see you at the next video, watch the other ones. You're awesome.